Can karate be help to mental health? Answer is yes. Many people ask me very often how karate can help their mental health, how I am able to coach and teach within the organization who work with people with mental health and use it as a support of their therapy. So karate is not the therapy itself, yet we're working on making karate being recognized as a form of therapy, just like the dance therapy, music therapy, art therapy, but we are far away from that. Yet at the moment, we're just working on it, and that's the long-term goal. But through working with different charities, we see the positive impact on people's behavior, mental health, well-being overall. And as we know from studies and advice from the NHS in UK and your health bodies around the world, physical activity is hugely beneficial to mental health. Working out stimulates the hormones release and helping to balance the brain. In the old ways, in Poland, we have a saying, in a healthy body, healthy mind. So if your body is healthy, you're feeling better physically, then you're feeling better mentally. The other way that I like to look on karate is that if you sparring, if you under the assault, even if it's in a training that is in a controlled environment, you have no time to think about anything else. If you are constantly under pressure, somebody tries to hit you in the face, throw you, take you down, pin you to the floor, or whatever fighting arrangement you are in, there's no time on thinking anything else. So all your life problems fade away for that time of a training, for a time of a fighting. For some people, it's an hour and a half of training that you are constantly focused on the movements, combinations, smashing the pads, working with the partner. There is no space for thinking about the problems at home, problems in school, problems at work. And through that kind of focus, we nearly are in a state of meditation and mindfulness, focusing on one thing, survival. That can really, really reduce the stress levels and give us a break. At least for me, that's how it works. And speaking with my colleagues and my friends and different teachers and students, it seems to be working for pretty much everybody in the same thing. It's very difficult to think about anything else when somebody tries to punch you in the face. The other way is that the habits created through the martial arts transparent and transpire and go through to your life. For example, we've got a built-in control failure system in the karate that you're going through the belt, and you can assess your progression with the clearly visible steps. And along those steps, you will find failure, but it's a control failure. So we're not looking at it as a failure, we're looking at it as a learning experience. So you can, but with the time, you can look back and see, oh, I overcome this barrier, I overcome this sparring, I overcome this technical inability, and now I can do it. And this creates a habit that in whatever area of life, you're looking at everything at the challenges, not a barrier. So I can't get this job at the moment, I'm going to be working the other job, but my goal is to get to that job. I'm going to do my qualification. I'm going to upgrade my skills. I'm going to get that job, but it takes time. It's like going to a black belt, takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. You're building that resilience. You're building that challenges approach. You're building resilience and going for that goal. You have to put the effort. And I see that through the people who I'm working with, the clients in the charitable organization, that over 10 years was a significant achievement for them. They managed to do that, change their mindset from being, oh, I'm a failure, to looking at the challenges and pushing themselves to achieve the goals they set up. If you are interested in that kind of stories, one of my books is called Karate for Mental Health, when there's a collection of interviews with people who've been training in karate with us under our program and how they feel during the road and what benefits they had. It's anecdotal evidence, but it shows and highlights how the individuals are impacted by the training in karate. So overall, for me, it was hugely beneficial. I used to suffer in anxiety a big time when I was younger. I've been introduced to karate, and through karate, I managed to overcome my anxiety, keep it in check. It's not gone. It's still like now I'm anxious about what you guys gonna say and how you're gonna be judging me. But the YouTube channel is part of the kind of dealing with it. So everything which is stressful, I'm going and doing just to get accustomed to that feeling. And that's what karate built in me, going through the challenges, doing things uncomfortable to me. So going in a group, training in a group, fear of judgment, overcome this part, going onto the workshops, afraid of what other people gonna say about me. Now look at me, I'm doing seminars, I'm teaching, I'm in a position where people thinking, oh, what he's gonna think. Going for gradings, I'm really afraid of that. Fighting with the imposter syndrome. If you're interested in that, there's a video link above and down in the descriptions that you can watch. I'm talking about me overcoming that imposter syndrome. Most of the martial artists go through that as well. So I know many people who benefited from martial arts, benefited physically, benefited mentally. So in my opinion, is one of the great tools that can improve your overall well-being, and I encourage people to try. We do seminars, we do workshops, we do free classes in Guildford. If you're in kind of Guildford, Surrey area, more than welcome to join us and try to train with us and see what benefits karate can give it to you. The one requirement is to have a good teacher, instructor, and somebody who doesn't abuse the power, because we know from stories amongst martial artists and some leaking to the news and going for the news, that there are individuals within martial arts that abuse their position of power. So if you can find the supportive team, supportive environment, and that social interaction that supports you, then you know it's a good club, because that's the other point. The social connection and bringing people together in clubs, you creating another family that you can talk, and something magical is about having a physical exhaustion and suffering in training together. It bonds people very, very well, and really truly lifelong friendships are created through that training and that physical exhaustion and companionship, and people can talk, especially for men. Again, it's difficult to talk between, but if you've got a buddy in the club who been really close contact with you, been punching you, you've been punching him, it's creating a bond and opening a communication channel when you can actually talk about everything, and in that way we can help each other to bring out the negative emotions and process them and talk through it and deal with them and hopefully feel better. Because in martial arts, it's not all about fighting and taking each other out and going home. It is a community. You talk to each other, you spend time with each other outside of dojo, you go for social interactions, and you build those bonds that you can support each other. In our club, if somebody's going through the difficult patch, we always go out and help them and try to do anything that we can to support them, to build that community and build them up and bring them out from the that low moment in life. Because as you know, the mental health is a continuum, and we're going from one side to the other. Sometimes we're very sad, sometimes we're very happy, but kind of our best position is to in the middle and have the regular checkups. Where are we? And to not be overly excited and not to be too depressed, somewhere in the middle. But the mental health is how you deal with those variations. So for me, karate helps physical exhaustion helps the brain to relax. Meditation through sparring or kata or whatever works for you, because you cannot think about anything else, and building the community that supports you and helps you to go through. And that's what's needed for people to feel good about themselves. Progression with technical abilities makes you feel better because you can do things that you never dreamed about doing or thought that you never will be possible to do it. And building the resilience that makes you stronger and more able to deal with the upcoming difficulties during the life. If you enjoyed that clip, please subscribe, help us grow, help us spread the message about karate as a useful tool for your well-being. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one.